define a word. Type define in front of any word to learn what it means. And click to hear the word pronounced. Calculate anything. Enter any math equation, and Google will calculate the answer.
What is up, guys? I'm KBHD here, and today I am at CES 2013, and we're here with the Sony Xperia Z, or as some of you might say, the Xperia Z. It's one of the better looking phones I've seen here at CES 2013, and it's got a lot of design features that a lot of other phones aren't using, so I'll go ahead and show you these right now. First of all, it has a pretty thin bezel, and it's also a relatively thin phone overall. It's only a few millimeters thin, and I'll show you guys the side profile shot right here. It's got a 2400 milliamp hour battery, and that's bigger than that in the Galaxy S3, so it's clearly a strong phone. It's got the Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 Pro inside, so it's a fast phone. And it's got a 13 megapixel camera, a 1080p 5-inch display. It's a high-end display, a high-end phone. So it's definitely something to consider if you're looking at other phones like the Galaxy S3, the Droid DNA. It's a little bit smaller than that of the Galaxy Note 2, but like we said, 5-inch display. It's definitely pocketable. There's not a big bezel, and so like I said, it's one of my favorites. Looks really good.
The phone is also water resistant for up to 1 meter deep. Not waterproof, but definitely useful if you happen to splash your phone. It's a durable device, and it also looks really, really good. Having it in hand and using it in person definitely verifies that. I've never been a big Sony smartphone person, but they really stepped up their game here big time. Not only with the specs, but with the skin they have here. It's a new skin, doesn't really have an official name yet, but it's not all that crazy and outlandish like some other skins we've seen here at Huawei. This one still feels smooth and fast enough though, and there are some useful customizations here, so that's nice. Now this guy has been making rounds as potentially the best phone at CES 2013, and you can leave a thumbs up if you agree. I actually do kind of agree. This isn't just because of the skin, but because of the build on the internals. This is an exceptionally handsome phone, I think, on par with the Nexus 4. It just looks good. It's a thin phone, while still not having it still actually has a huge battery. It's lightweight, not too light to feel cheap, but it is light enough to be very pocketable. Now this unit here also, I checked, has 13.3 gigs of available storage, so I feel like this is a 16 gig phone. And even though they do have to seal it to make it water resistant, you can pull back a flap and throw in an SD card if you want, so that's nice to have that option. It also has NFC, it has a quad-core processor, and it's been being demoed with this pair of headphones where you can just touch it with NFC to the headphones and control the song and the track you're playing. It might look weird in public to touch your phone to your headphones, but hey, it's another possibility. The only gripes I have with this build is definitely the volume rocker. It's in a weird place below the power button on the right-hand side. It should totally be on the left side. Also, it's a fingerprint magnet on the back. It's definitely very fingerprinty pretty easily because it's so glossy. But other than that, it is an awesome device, looks really great, and on top of all that, it has top-notch specs, which you can view down in the description below this video.
As we know, not all 5-inch displays are created equal. Some of them are 1280 by 720, some of them are 1920 by 1080. This one's a 1080p display, like I said, but it doesn't have the best viewing angles in the world, just from my experience with it, but it looks pretty good, and it's the Sony Xperia Z. That's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.
Search for an exact phrase. Looking for a needle in a haystack? Get to what you're looking for quickly using quotation marks around a phrase. Google will show you web pages that have those exact words.
BlackBerry Protect means a lost or stolen smartphone doesn't have to be the end of the world. BlackBerry Protect lets you connect remotely with your smartphone and helps keep your important information safe. From the Settings menu, tap BlackBerry Protect and slide to On. If you've lost your BlackBerry smartphone, sign in to BlackBerry Protect on your computer with your BlackBerry ID. From here, you have lots of different options. Select View Location in your account homepage. Your account will remotely contact your BlackBerry and display its location on your computer for you. If you think your BlackBerry might be nearby, select Play Sound to make your smartphone ring loudly for 1 minute. Using your BlackBerry ID account, quickly send a message to your lost phone, so when it's found, you can be contacted quickly. Just type your message, then enter and confirm your password, and the message is sent straight to your phone. Make sure your device is locked through your BlackBerry ID account. Enter and confirm your password. Then no one can access any of your private information. If you're ever unable to retrieve your BlackBerry, you have the option to wipe your device remotely. Wiping your BlackBerry will permanently remove all stored data. Once you enter your BlackBerry ID password, everything will be permanently erased from your phone. No matter where it is, BlackBerry Protect keeps your smartphone secure so you don't have to worry.
You can find all your favorite entertainment on Google Play and enjoy movies, music, and more right on your computer. You can also search for and download apps and games, but they are only for use on your supported Android devices, not your computer. Here's how it works. Let's say you're getting ready for a big trip and need some fun things to do to help pass the time. First, open the Play Store app on your phone or tablet and download an item. Next time you visit Google Play on your computer at play.google.com, you can choose the device where you want to install something. So for that handy Maps app, choose your phone from your linked devices. And for all those games for the family, select your tablet. Using a mobile data or Wi-Fi connection, your items are downloaded directly to your mobile devices without ever needing to connect to your computer. So next time you want to stock up on apps and games for your Android devices, you can shop on Google Play on your computer and let Google Play do the rest.
Hey, what's up guys, MKBHD here, and welcome to 4G and LTE Explained. So what is 4G exactly? I mean, we've seen it on all sorts of carrier branding and commercials and stuff. Sometimes we see it on the back of our phones or on the front of our phones, but there's no real widely accepted definition of 4G. So let's try to explain that. So as far as the name goes, 4G, the G stands for a generation of wireless technology. With each new generation, you get significantly faster data speeds, but it becomes incompatible with the previous generation. So you'll never see a 3G phone working on a 4G network. And there are carriers that have both 3G and 4G networks, like Verizon. We'll get to that in a second. The first G, the original G, was the old analog cellular systems. They were obviously super slow. 2G moves to digital, but they are still very, very slow, somewhere around 10 to 200 kilobits per second. The first iPhone was 2G. Fun fact. 3G is a much faster digital, and it starts at around 384 kilobits per second. 4G systems like LTE and WiMAX claim to initially start out at around 5 megabits per second, which is a lot higher than all the rest we've already seen. But 4G isn't just faster than 3G. The 4G networks also tend to have a lot more capacity than the 3G networks, so you're going to see a lot less bandwidth caps when you're on 4G When you're on 3G, you tend to be limited, and when you're on 4G, you'll see a lot more higher data plans. But the complication that has people wondering what really is 4G is the fact that there are some really modern 3G networks, like we'll get to in a second, that are actually faster than the beginnings of the 4G networks. For example, HSPA+. It's 3G basically, but it's really fast 3G, somewhere around 7 megabits per second. It's been evolved for so long. T-Mobile runs an HSPA+ network, and they plan to continue to evolve it to get it up to 30 megabits per second. So instead of being left out of the 4G chatter that's going to be the way of the future, they just figured they'd stamp a 4G sign on their HSPA+ network and just declare it 4G. Because who's going to argue? And one other difference between 3G and 4G, since we haven't mentioned it already, is that in order to hop on the brand new 4G network, like I said, it's probably incompatible, well, it is incompatible with the 3G network, so you need one of those new 4G radios in your device, and those are some very power-hungry 4G radios. This is why in the United States we pretty much haven't seen any device, any smartphone at all, with both quad-core and 4G. Because that's just way too much power for a single battery to handle. Phones these days have, huge screens, they have extremely fast RAM, these great processors, but to throw 4G on top of all that would be a huge power suck for the battery, and that's why we haven't seen something like the HTC One X, which is quad-core overseas, come to the United States quad-core. If it's coming to the United States and you want it to sell well, you just gotta put 4G in there, and that's why they're saying, all right, we'll make it dual core and hopefully it'll have enough power to last through the day. Will we ever see a 4G quad-core device in the United States? I don't really know. I did a little bit of a rant on battery technology already, and hopefully if battery tech improves, we'll be able to see one. Maybe the Galaxy S3 will be quad-core in the United States, but I don't really know yet. I'm hoping maybe the next iPhone? I don't know. Competition is good. Either way, hopefully this video helped to explain 4G for you guys. And just in case you were wondering, LTE stands for long-term evolution, and HSPA stands for high-speed packet access. I don't really know why those are named that way, but either way, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.
Whether you are a gamer, news hound, movie buff, day trader, or a social butterfly, Google Play has apps and games to make your Android device uniquely yours. To get started, find the Play Store app, which comes pre-installed on supported Android devices. If you want that addictive new game everyone's been talking about, you can easily download it using your device's mobile data or Wi-Fi connection, without the hassle of connecting to your computer or syncing it up. With Google Play, you can enjoy more of what you love on your phone or tablet than you ever imagined. So after you install that cool app that tracks the speed and distance for your daily run, you can download one that helps capture all those great ideas you had on the trail. You can also use your desktop to get apps and games for use on your supported Android device only. Just go to play.google.com to find what you're looking for, select the device you want to install to, and continue the fun.
There's a lot of talk online already about the Galaxy Note 3. It's the new leading smartphone with a twist, the S Pen. You might be wondering what it can do for you, and that's what I'm here to tell you. The S Pen is functional and useful. It gives you greater control over your phone. A tool like this is not just meant for handwriting. There are a load of features that let you get the most out of your smart device. Here are 4 of the best. If you press the button on the side, it launches Air Command, an easy access menu that takes you straight to 5 unique features. Action Memo links your handwritten notes to a range of useful functions, calls, emails, maps, or tasks. Scrapbook lets you keep and categorize content into lists. Wherever you find it, you can simply circle it. ScreenWrite means you can annotate any screenshot to add notes or information. S-Finder gives you an easy access to content anywhere on your phone or the web. It can even recognize symbols. If you have AirView activated, you can hover over photos, messages, icons, and get a preview in an instant. There are tons of new places where you can use the S Pen. Direct pen input just makes things easier. You can write what you want, where you want, and it recognizes your handwriting straight away. Whether you're writing, working, doodling, or drawing with your S Pen in hand, you can toggle the handset controls just by tapping here or here, which you couldn't do before. So now you know about the S Pen, how it works, and how it sets the Galaxy Note 3 apart from the rest.
There are a lot of things in life that need extra protection. Your Google account should be one of them. Which is why Google gives you a lot of different ways you can add extra security to your account. Change your password. Your password is your first line of defense. You should visit the security page to change your password regularly. And, of course, never share your password with anyone. Add or update your recovery options. Recovery options let you get back into your account if your password is ever forgotten or stolen. Setting up recovery options takes just a few minutes. Just enter your mobile phone number and a backup email address. Add or update your notification settings. Time is of the essence if you should ever have your password stolen. Google watches for unusual activity on your account, like an unexpected sign-in from another country. If we notice something strange, we'll send you an email letting you know. You can also choose to get these notifications as text messages to your phone. Set up two-step verification. Two-step verification is an extra layer of security for your Google account. When you use two-step verification, a short code is sent to your mobile phone each time you want to sign in. With two-step verification on your account, even if someone knows your username and password, they can't sign in without the additional code. Review your connected apps and sites. You can connect your Google account to lots of websites and devices. For example, an app that helps you schedule workouts with friends might request access to your Google Contacts and Google Calendar. This section shows you which sites and apps you've allowed to access information from your Google account. You can revoke that access at any time. which can be a good idea for sites and apps that you no longer use. Monitor recent account activity. Does something seem not quite right? Click on Recent Activity to see details about how, when, and where your account has been signed into. If there's activity you don't recognize, change your password right away. Visit Google's security page to learn more about how you can keep your account safe.
Voice control with BlackBerry Q10 makes it easy to complete tasks when in the car or when you need to be hands-free. You can access the voice control application by tapping the icon on the home screen, or press and hold the mute key located on the side of the phone. Simply set up voice control by agreeing to the terms and selecting a language. BlackBerry Voice Control effortlessly completes requests, like sending a BBM in natural spoken language, just by saying the action, the contact's name, and what you want to send them.
Send BBM message to Trevor. What are you up to?
Dialing, text messaging, emailing, and add a remember are just a few of the requests you can make.
Send an email to Marcia. I'm stuck in traffic, running late for the meeting. Running late.
To quickly find things on your phone when your hands are busy, simply say your request and watch voice control work.
Search for soccer match.
Or search for something in the browser by saying your search term. Tap Search, and your results will appear.
Search the internet for how to make pizza.
You can customize your voice control settings. Here you can change your voice mode, change a language, and feedback options. Change your email signature to customize your response. And remember, anywhere you type, you can talk. Press and hold the microphone key on the keyboard and say your message.
Thanks, Greg Stark.
BlackBerry Voice Control makes completing tasks simple when you need to be hands-free.
Two-step verification helps keep others from accessing your account. Because each time you sign in, Google sends a short code to your phone that you type in to access your account. This gives you 2 layers of security, with something you know, your password, and something you have, your phone. But what happens if you want this extra security, but you might not always have phone service or access to your phone? Don't worry. Here are 3 different ways you can use two-step verification without your phone. You can set up these options ahead of time so you can be prepared. Provide a backup phone number. If you're signing in and don't have your phone, you can send your code to a backup phone. Use the phone numbers of people you trust, like friends or family members. Print out backup codes. You can generate a set of 10 backup codes on the security section of your account page. They work just like the codes you receive on your phone. You can print them out and keep them somewhere safe, or store them on your computer. Each code can only be used once, but you can generate another set anytime you need them. And once you generate a new set of codes, the old ones will be deactivated. Register devices you use often. If you're signing in on a browser and computer you use often, you can check a box so that computer doesn't ask for a code each time. This also works when you're signing in on browsers with other devices, such as phones or tablets. Two-step verification adds extra security to your Google account and gives you 3 different options to choose from when you don't have access to your phone. For more information, visit the two-step verification page.